Last time, Olaf Jansen and his father discovered the frozen passage at the top of the world and felt a warm wind blowing from the other side. Tonight, they crossed the threshold into the impossible. Welcome back to Whisper Reads, where forgotten tales and forbidden stories breathe again. This is episode 2 of the Smoky God as we enter the world beyond the ice. Previously, Olaf and his father sailed north beyond all known maps. They discovered a colossal ice barrier and a narrow passage cut through it. Inside that frozen corridor, the air grew strangely warm, and the wind flowed from the unknown. Now, the passage opens. The cliffs of ice towered above us on either side, glittering with cold blue light. Our ship slipped into the narrow channel, the hull scraping against ancient ice older than any kingdom. The air grew still and heavy. The sky narrowed into a strip of gray above our heads. We were sailing through a frozen canyon. My father kept one hand on the wheel, the other resting on the worn wood, as if feeling for the pulse of the ship itself. No turning back now, Olaf, he said softly. The passage twisted and shifted, sometimes tightening around us, sometimes widening into brief open pockets of space. Strange echoes bounced off the icy walls. The creak of our mast, the slap of the waves, our own breaths returning to us like ghostly whispers. Then, gradually, something changed. The air felt different, softer, warmer. We emerged from the far end of the ice corridor into a world that should not exist. Gone were the jagged ice formations and brutal Arctic wind. Before us stretched a calm, silver sea as smooth as glass. A delicate golden mist drifted across the water, casting everything in a warm, otherworldly glow. My father inhaled deeply and smiled. Do you feel it, Olaf? The warmth, the life? I nodded, still struggling to understand. We were in the Arctic, but the cold was gone. A warm wind brushed my face. The air smelled fresh, almost sweet. This place did not belong to the world I knew. My father handed me the compass. Tell me what you see, he said. I looked down and felt a chill. The needle spun slowly, stopped, jerked, spun again. It's broken, I said. He shook his head. No, we are no longer traveling north. He pointed straight ahead towards the glowing mist. We are traveling downward, over the inward curve of the earth. The words felt impossible, but my eyes could not deny what they saw. The horizon did not lie flat in the distance, it seemed to curve upward. The sky ahead bent in a way no normal sky should. We were sailing along the inside of a vast bowl. Days passed. The sky refused to darken completely. Twilight lingered instead of night. The winds were mild, the waters gentle, yet everything felt distorted, as if the rules of the surface no longer applied. Then, one morning, My father woke me with a voice full of wonder. Olaf, look! I stumbled onto the deck and froze. There, on the strange curved horizon, hung a glowing orb. It was larger than the sun we knew, closer, and veiled by the golden mist. Its light was softer, redder, and yet deeply warm. It looked less like a star in the sky and more like a flaming coal suspended in space. The inner sun, my father whispered. The Smoky God. We watched it in silence, overcome with awe. Its gentle radiance illuminated the sea around us. The waves gleamed like molten silver. The air hummed with a strange, quiet energy. In time, land appeared. Not the jagged, icy coast we had left behind, but rolling shorelines of deep green lit by the smoky red light. Forests rose along the upward curving land. Rivers shone like liquid metal. Everything seemed vibrant, magnified even. We stared at the coast in disbelief. Then, on that distant shoreline, something moved. A shape, tall, towering, humanoid. I grabbed my father's arm. Father, do you see that? He narrowed his eyes. I see it, he said quietly. A giant standing on the shore of a world within the earth. Proof, he said, his voice trembling, that the legends did not lie. Thank you for joining me for episode 2 of The Smoky God here on Whisper Reads. If this descent into the hidden realms kept you hooked, please like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you never miss our next journey into the unknown. Next time, Olaf and his father meet the giants face to face.